I'm good, thank you. How are you, Nicola?
I'm very well, thanks. Um, can you please introduce yourself and just tell everyone where you live? So, you're ready to go to bed now, and it's in the afternoon in South Africa here. It's like over 10 o'clock. What is it, close to 11 p.m. there?
Yes. Well, here it's close to 11 p.m., yes. Okay, well, my name is Elane. I am South African. I live in South Korea. I've been an ESL teacher working at an academy for almost 3 years in total.
Wow, awesome. Sure, it
Mhm.
must be amazing to live in a foreign country like that, South Korea, especially during lockdown. How's it been? How's the experience been? How has lockdown been implemented there? Has it been very strict and how are you feeling?
Not at all. I actually feel that I'm very fortunate to be living in this country during this coronavirus period because South Korea hasn't actually done full lockdown. We've just been taking safety measures, like we've been implementing social distancing, we've been wearing our masks, but we haven't actually been in lockdown where we're not allowed to leave our apartments. And for me, only it has been only 2 weeks, which was the last week of February and then the first week of March, where we were not allowed to go to work. But ever since, I've been very fortunate to be able to still keep my daily routine and I can still go to the supermarkets and they're fully stocked. So we haven't actually been in complete lockdown at all. And our numbers of cases are actually going down now. So from today onward, it can just go better.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. So what masks are you wearing? Is it like cloth mask?
Oh, well, everything like from cloth ones, from the disposable ones, one with little bunny faces, any masks, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So because it's going
because
like wildfire now in South Africa. Everyone's making masks. I'm trying to see where mine is.
no, it actually matches your outfit. Well, not over the eyes. That's bad. There we
I'm doing the president move, the president of South Africa, Ramaphosa move.
go. Wearing it Ramaphosa style.
Yeah, shame. We're all human. We could also put it over our eyes if we want.
Whatever makes you feel safe. No,
So
we have
what
we
masks
have
are you
masks
guys
of
wearing?
different kinds.
Okay. Which ones are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Disposable ones because I still wear my makeup, so I kind of need the disposable ones so I can just out with the old, in with the new every day.
Okay, wow, that's interesting. So there's lots of stock because here in South Africa we've been told not to use the disposable ones because they need it for the doctors and the nurses.
There was a time where the masks were very limited, where they actually had people you can order masks and then you can go pick them up. It had something to do with the year that you were born in, like the birth dates, and then only on those days you can go and collect your mask, so they don't have that many people
Everyone.
queuing and lining, so they had a they had a system that was in place. But working at my academy, they always have masks available, so I haven't actually had to be one of those people that actually order them and then go on the designated days.
Oh, okay. Wow. So they provided it for you. Wow, that's
Mm.
interesting. And how are you
Mm.
feeling? I mean, other than I can just imagine, I mean, when I remember when I lived in the UK and in Scotland and England, I really missed my family and friends. But other than that, how are you feeling in terms of just going through this coronavirus crisis there in a foreign country?
Well, like I told you earlier, for me, from I've still been able to follow my daily routine. So for me, I haven't felt that panic or being having to actually stay at home, not being able to go anywhere. But something that I have been a bit worried about was all the airports being closed off. So should there be an emergency of any sort that I'm not actually able to travel back home, like there's no way for me. And with some of my family living in South Africa and some of them living in New Zealand, should there be any accident of whatsoever, then I wouldn't be able to travel there. So that is something that has been I've been worried about a little, and also I feel like in South Korea we've been doing good. Like we haven't been under lockdown. Our numbers, the government was very proactive, but still there's a kind of uncertainty because none of us are actually sure how this is going to impact our lives, like even after this is done. So those
Yeah.
are the only two things that I've actually been really worried about lately, seeing as my job has been going on as usual, but those things are still stuck in the back of my mind.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sean, that's been very interesting. Thanks so much, Ilana. And if there's one thing that you could just maybe end off with in terms of what's kept you positive and happy and just generally kept your spirits high during this period.
I've actually okay because we're teaching little children all the way up to 16 years old, and for me, I'm like they all kind of panicked sometimes because they hear the news and they hear what's going around. So I actually explained to them the other day that well, when this virus it started in China, but as soon as it spread all over the world, we were all kind of in a panic, and but then we realized this was not going to be just a short sprint. It's more like this marathon that well it's going to have a finish line, but for now the whole world is participating in this and we're all moving towards the same finish line. So I feel like if we all just do what is expected of us and not only keeping ourselves safe but also the people around us, then we're slowly moving towards this finish line, and there are going to be consequences and people are going to have to recover from this years from now. But for now I feel like what we all can do is just to like follow the safety measures and just keep ourselves safe because the whole world we're moving towards the same finish line. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's a lovely analogy. Love that finish line idea.
Well, they
That's
actually
beautiful.
understand it like this. Like I keep telling them, marathons are hard and they take long and they're painful, but there's a finish line. Like we're gonna get to the finish line. So they actually understand the way I explain
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's lovely. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for your time, Ilana. And you can get into your pajamas now and get into bed.
I definitely will. Thank you,
Cool. You must have a
Nicola.
lovely evening. Okay.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.